Hey there you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kat. Please consider subbing if you are not. However, it's been a while. Let's just get into it. So my last video that I posted was a few months ago. Let me check. So my last video, yeah, I posted about 2 months ago, and it was my finding out that I'm pregnant video, live pregnancy test, all that jazz. And this video is going to be just kind of like a first trimester recap, plus size edition, because your girl is plus size. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video today. But I do want to kind of do a little bit of a backstory as to like timeline, I guess, of the last video versus this video. So initially when I filmed that video, I was like around 10 DPO, something like that. So it was very early on in my pregnancy, and we were trying to get pregnant. So I was doing the ovulation tests, I was doing the pregnancy tests, you know, I was doing all of it. And so I didn't actually end up uploading that video, at least, I don't know if it was a few weeks, a few months. Like, time is just kind of like, it just goes, like, I don't even know time right now. So either way, I didn't post it right away. I did wait a little bit until I had my first ultrasound, or my first appointment, which I want to say I was like around 9 weeks. But anyways, I am currently 19 weeks, so it's been a while. I'm not in the first trimester anymore, so I figured now would be a good time to kind of talk about it. When I originally posted that video, I was kind of gonna go all out and like do weekly updates of the whole pregnancy, yada yada yada. That obviously did not happen. The first trimester was definitely hard and really made me super unmotivated to want to film or do anything. So that didn't happen, so I decided to do this little recap instead. Now, I may do little weekly updates from this point. If you guys are interested, just let me know. And that's definitely something I could do. If not, I might just do like trimester by trimester. I'm not really sure. Just kind of doing whatever I feel is gonna work for me. So if you see me looking down, I did kind of do a little bit of notes. So because I did film this video once before and I didn't make notes and I felt like I forgot a lot of stuff. So we're gonna redo this video, but let's talk symptoms. So my pregnancy was kind of the same, because if you don't know, I do have a 3.5-year-old daughter. So this is my second pregnancy, and there were a lot of things that were similar, but there were also a lot of things that were just a little bit different, you know? So symptom wise, I feel like I got nausea. I just not feeling well for most of the day during the first trimester, and that was kind of the same with my daughter. However, I feel like this pregnancy, it started earlier and it stopped earlier. So like, for example, with my daughter, I feel like I didn't start to really get symptoms of like feeling sick till like week 8, and it lasted till like maybe like, I don't know, 14, 15 ish, if I'm remembering correctly. But with this pregnancy, I really started to feel super sick earlier, around like a little bit before week 6. So like 5 weeks and like 6 days, 5 days, you know. I just felt it a lot earlier this time around. However, it did stop sooner, so I was starting to feel much better around like 13, 14 weeks. Thank goodness. I was like dying. So that is that. A lot of nausea. I did get morning sickness as well with this pregnancy. I didn't really get that with my daughter. And it was just kind of really weird and random because it wasn't, first of all, it was not in the morning. I don't know why they call it morning. For me, it was really weird because I feel like certain foods would like trigger me to do it, but also like in the middle of the night, I would just wake up out of my sleep, like dead sleep, just feeling the need, not even, I wouldn't throw up, but I would like feel like, you know, I need to. And so I would go to the toilet and like basically dry heave, and like it was not fun because there was nothing, like I had not eaten anything. There was nothing to throw up. I was sleeping, but yet I still just had that urge. So I did have a lot of that going on this pregnancy, which was not fun during the first trimester. Another thing that happened this pregnancy that I don't remember happening with my daughter is I was started to get like this metallic-y taste in my mouth, and it would just kind of happen randomly, and it's just honestly the most disgusting thing. Like it makes you want to throw up because it just tastes disgusting, and it's like it doesn't go away. So that was another symptom that I had first trimester. Obviously, I was very, very, very exhausted, very tired, and you know, this pregnancy, I think, as far as first trimester goes, I think was definitely a little bit harder because, you know, with my first daughter, with my first kid, I didn't have any kids prior to that, so I didn't have any kids to really watch or worry about. If I felt ill, if I felt tired, I could just sleep. I could do whatever I needed to do to try to feel better. But unfortunately, you know, this time around, it's a little bit harder because you do have a child to take care of. That is my main priority. My daughter is my main priority. So regardless of how I felt, I was kind of put on the back burner, which kind of sucked, but we got through it. So we're all good now. Definitely with being tired and not feeling well though, I was definitely not motivated to do anything. Cooking, oh, don't even get me started on cooking. I don't think I cooked for like weeks straight because the smell of cooking, like just the smell of food cooking just made me so nauseous. It was horrible. And then of course, like just everything, just when you're pregnant, it just sounds disgusting. It smells disgusting. Like I wanted nothing to do with food, okay? And that's saying something because your girl loves food, okay? So yeah, no motivation to cook, no motivation to clean. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so a lot of the time I'm taking care of my daughter, I'm cleaning, I'm doing dishes, I'm doing laundry, I'm doing all of the things. My house for the pretty much the entire first trimester, yeah, it was chaos. It looked terrible. It looked like a tornado hit my house every day. Like it just stayed like that, and I felt kind of bad because, you know, my husband works hard, so I just kind of hated the fact that he came home like every day to a dirty house, but I just literally just did not have the energy, the motivation. Like I just didn't feel good, you know. Now though that we are past that, I'm finally been able to get back in the groove of things, and I've been feeling good. So, but during that time it was not. Let's see what else. Water also made me very nauseous. Normally I am the type of gal, like I love water. I always have to have it with me. I literally have my water right here because I'm constantly drinking water like all the time. And so during the first trimester, I like literally just taking a sip of water, it made me so sick. And so for a while I was drinking, I tried to drink water, but I would also be drinking a lot of Gatorade. Helps me. I don't know why, but for some reason it made me feel like I could drink and I didn't feel nauseous. Like I felt good drinking Gatorade. So I was drinking a lot of Gatorade during the first trimester, and that is not like me because I'm not really a Gatorade person. But again, now that I'm feeling better, I do not have that issue with water anymore, thank goodness. Let's see, what else? Last thing I have on here, symptom wise or whatever, is the prenatals. So I was taking the regular just pill prenatals for a while before we got pregnant, you know, before we were even trying to get pregnant. I was taking them, you know, to prepare my body for what was to come, you know. And once I did end up getting pregnant and I did start getting like that sickness, the prenatal pills was a no-go for me, okay? I just couldn't keep them down. So I did end up switching to, I want to say it's Pink Stork or something like that. It's a popular like prenatal pregnancy supplement company thing. I did switch to their gummies though for a few months, just to be able to get over all of that stuff. And I do have some that I'm taking now, but once I finish the bottle that I'm on, I do plan to go back to my other pills. Sorry about that, guys, but anyhoozle, that is pretty much all that I have written down for the symptoms. Now I'm gonna just kind of get into how my appointments have gone, how many appointments I've had, and the big news, which is, well, I'm gonna get into that. But anyways, so my first appointment, like I said, I had at 9 weeks, and I'm not gonna go into like specifics, but basically at that appointment, you know, they take your weight, they look your blood pressure, they obviously do an ultrasound, and everything was good, you know. However, if you guys don't know this about me, I do live in Japan, and so things are a little bit different here than they would be in, say, the States. So what I didn't know is that apparently if you are over a specific BMI number, then that kind of qualifies you to automatically have to go back to the States. So basically, I at some point have to go back to the States for a little bit of time to have the baby and get all the things that I need for the baby, like passport and stuff, before I am able to come back to Japan. So initially, when we were told this, I was in a little bit of shock because I wasn't obviously expecting to have to leave, especially because, I mean, I do get it. I'm overweight, I'm plus size, whatever. But one, there are plenty of plus size people that have babies, healthy, beautiful babies, okay? I know I'm not the biggest person out there, and I know that it is a risk, but as of right now, I'm 19 weeks currently, and I have had no complications. They gave me an early glucose test. That was good. Everything so far has been good. And so it's just really, I guess, stressful and annoying to have to go travel back to the States when there's literally nothing wrong. It's just like a precaution thing. So I don't know where I'm going. I don't know when I'm going. That's another kind of stressful factor because I feel like I don't have any information. I just know that I'm leaving at some point. So that's how my first appointment went. It was exciting because you got to see the baby, got to hear the heartbeat, but it was also kind of stressful because we got that news. Now, my next appointment, I want to say it was around 11? No. maybe like 12 weeks. Yeah, I want to say it was around 12 weeks, and it was pretty much just like a little checkup. Did another ultrasound again, checked up, everything was good, and that is the last time that I've seen the doctor. And I feel like that's also kind of frustrating for me, because back in the States when I was pregnant with my daughter, like, they were on top of their ish at the hospital. Like, I had an appointment every month. It was already scheduled. Once I got to the end, it was every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, I just was reassured, you know, that they were looking out for the best for me, you know, kind of thing. Like, you know, checking up, doing the things, you know. But this hospital, not that it's their fault, but they are very short-staffed, so it's very, very hard to get appointments. And so because of that, they're very few and far between, you know. So yeah, I have not had an appointment since my 12 weeks. And I do have an anatomy scan scheduled for July 10th. And then after that, is when he wanted to see me again. And that is going to be when I go back to the OBGYN, is July 13th, because they do the anatomy scan at a different part in the hospital. But anywho, yeah, so that's kind of all of the information on the appointments, on the symptoms. I don't really know if there's anything else to add. We don't know the gender for sure. We have some ideas. I did do a sneak peek test at around 12, 13 weeks, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to say something and then it'd be wrong. So we're just kind of double waiting to see the anatomy scan just to double check. But yeah, I've been starting to feel movement in my belly, and it's really nice. It's really cool. I don't know, it's just really amazing, because it's like just my baby in there, you know. But yeah, and I haven't seen anything from the outside yet though. It's just kind of just like little flutters, I guess. Although I don't know, to me it feels more than just like flutters, but I don't know what else to call it, because again, I have not seen any bumps or kicks from the outside. It's just all been feeling the baby move internally. And so yeah, but I think that is all that I have for you guys today. If you liked the video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please comment them down below. Also, again, let me know if you want to start seeing weekly kind of like updates, because if there are people interested, I will definitely do it. If not, I may not. I may just do it whenever I feel like, you know. But anyways, yeah, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.